They're all borrowing their visible forms in that my room space. Yeah, I think that's enough. Well, nah, let's continue. They're all borrowing their visible forms in that my room space using the magic from your mind. But if that angelic magic powering it disappears, you won't be able to maintain that mental space. In our words, that my room will vanish. So this is where you were. Yuma. The Navy ships will apparently be arriving at port soon. Take it easy and rest up. Getting out of the city will exhaust your strength even the best of times. Why don't you have a proper sleep in the nap room? Yeah. What's wrong, Kazuya? You sound depressed. Are you hurt somewhere? No, it's nothing. There's just something on my mind. Speaking of which, where's Reina? She was up on the observation deck. She had a weird look on her face, just like you do now. You can go see her if you're worried. I'll be in here for the next while. Hey, Kazuya? You're going to see her, aren't you? Yeah. This was originally Reina's magic. It's too much responsibility for a human like me to possess. Besides, maybe I don't need this power anymore. And if I don't have it, then I'll stop being a candidate for MOW's Messiah project. Everything will be resolved. It's for the best. That all might be fine with you, but the girls in my room are at a loss. Sure, they'll remain in that mental world of yours, but they'll never be able to touch or talk to you ever again. Go talk to them for a bit. They're probably all waiting for you. Alright, here we go. One! Barghest? Everyone else too? Ah, you really came. I thought you might leave without even saying a proper goodbye. Oh, come on! There's no way he'd do that. We're such good friends, after all. I knew he'd come sooner or later. That's right. None of us would have gathered like this if we thought he'd never turn up. Everyone wants the chance to have a proper goodbye with him. So, you all know already. It's you, after all. While we're inside here, we can pretty much tell by the way your mind changes. Goodbyes are sad, but I don't regret anything. I'll always be by your side, even if you can't see me. If you prepared yourself for this, then we'll see it through with you until the end, no matter what destination lies ahead. I want to play some more. I haven't held you nearly enough yet. Same here. I've had a lot of fun. It's kind of lonely to think we'll never ever play again from now on. Kazuya, I'll never forget you. You accepted me for more than my mermaid form. I don't like this. Aside from not getting to gobble you up enough, we didn't even have enough time to spend together. If only we met earlier. Don't give me that. Why do you all seem so down? Look, little doggy, you're never going to be able to meet him again, either. her! Did you only just realize that? She can't help it. She's only a dumb dog. All the demons gathered here have come to love you. There's no way they wouldn't be sad upon finding out they'd never be able to meet or talk to you again. But you know, it'd be even sadder for us if we made you go down a path you didn't want. So everyone's here to send you off with a smile. Thank you, everyone. To be honest, I'm really hesitating to return this magic. You're all irreplaceable. But this whole thing is bigger than me. If something happened to me, you'd all disappear. I understand that now. Don't forget, your strength doesn't just come from your magic. That's what attracted us to you. We'll watch over you with or without a my room to make sure your soul is always at rest. That's right! It's a hell of a lot better than you going crazy and turning into a monster, so it's okay if you fail to deliver in a big way. Glad to see you have so much faith in him. Well, time barely moves in this space, so why not make some final memories with each of us? We'll be back in our rooms, Kazuya. Try not to leave with any regrets. Alright. So, two things. We have a ring to use, and we have a new guest in my room. We have Daji. You finally came, Kazuya. I went ahead and made myself at home here. You really came? Don't give me that look. I don't have any intention of staying here long term. I'm here purely out of fascination with you. That ability of yours has influenced not only the demons you've met on the way, but even my own familiars. What's the matter? I'm not going to ask you for anything difficult, merely for us to deepen our bonds a little. By doing that, I'll be able to use this mental space to understand you at a much deeper level. In short, it's doing what you always do in these my room spaces. I've come all the way to see you personally. Why don't we let our bodies get acquainted by having some cultural exchange? I'm more than happy to satisfy you in whatever way you prefer. Alright. You came, Kazuya. You may approach. Alright. Let's see what kind of present. We have some monster meat to give to her. Or how about some rare vintage corrupt pleasure? That's good. Yeah, let's give her that. Huh. You brought me something. It's not exactly uncommon for me to be gifted things. Still, I appreciate the sentiment behind your desire to give me tribute. It's quite commendable. She accepted the gift, but she didn't look as happy as the Iron Demons normally do. It feels we got a little closer, though. 5 more points. Let's give her some monster meat. Okay, she did not like that. You expect me to accept such garbage? Know your place, underling. I won't be moved by such pathetic tribute. Now go and get me something better. The gift was rejected. Fine. Milking Alrane. Daji appears. Was my nectar to your liking? That nectar is something I altered from a kind of Alrune called poison honey. It's no wonder you're addicted to it. Poison honey? It's a species of Alrune from the demon realm. They force their prey to drink a large quantity of their nectar to get them addicted. Then they release them after fertilization is finished. That prey, who now can consume only that nectar, will go in search of the next poison honey, usually finding them by their scent. The process then repeats until they eventually die. Oh! However, unlike actual Alrune, I have no fellows with which to share my prey, and no real reason to release them either. So then, savor the taste to your heart's content. Alright, I don't think I can actually keep this one, because her beast form doesn't have enough human elements to it. Anyway. Milking Beast. Daji appears. What's this? You want to be bad touched silly by my beast form? You're an odd one as always. That form isn't very Kitsune-like. Is it based on some other demon as well? So you noticed. It's a modified form based on Barghest. What? Barghest? Oh? No, that's... Barghest is... I mean... Calm yourself. No one said it's the Barghest you know. The Impuse you met in the shelter wasn't the first subordinate Hecate modified to suit her new playground. Barghest has been modified before as well. If I recall, they were used to attack a shelter in some snowy mountains. She mocked and derided the humans who sought comfort as lower than beast as they were drained completely dry. She's a nasty piece of work as expected. But wait a minute, you look kind of similar to that. Don't tell me that was Barghest's previous form. Does that mean you're lower than a beast as well? My adjustments were perfect. And not just the fur, but even the vaginal cavity. I'll milk out your seed so thoroughly you'll never be able to go back to having normal sex again. Alright, so we won't need another present. This should do it. Milking gel. Daji appears. What's the matter, Kazuya-sama? You look nervous. You smell really nice. Kind of like you're wearing perfume or something. Ah, yes. This form is based on a subspecies of slime in the demon realm called Queen Pink. Naturally, I recreated it with some alterations of my own. Queen Pink slimes secrete a scent from their bodies that inflames the lust of all manner of male creatures. What you're picking up on is most likely that very same scent. So that's why I'm... So please don't let it worry you. Just sit back and leave your body to me. Alright. Friendships at max. So let's talk. Oh, you wish to talk? I'll allow it. Ask whatever you wish. Her transformation ability. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Are you interested in my ability to shape change at will? My ability is quite different to the ones you'll find in lower ranked Kitsune. I get the feeling you understand this well. Yeah, it's not just your appearance, but even your attack style and characteristics change too. At the end there, your voice and tone was completely different as well. I thought you were Yuma that whole time. I see, so that's what you were getting at. It must have been mortifying. The old friend you've been talking to, the one you'd opened your heart to, was none other than me taking his form. But remember what I told you back then. My transformations copy thoughts and memories as well. No matter how close you two might be, it's not possible to see through the ruse. I had to become Yuma through and through. Therefore, there was no falsehood in the words you heard. After you took his place, what happened to the real Yuma? He was being kept obedient inside me. I had initially thought to eat him right away, but decided to hold on to him to help me meet and eat you as well. However, that plan backfired on me. I really should have eaten him immediately. That bastard. He was only feigning submission so he could see the extent of my powers. But I digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. This shape-shifting power of mine was originally used to help me slip into the human realm. Just as I did with Yuma, I took the appearance of a normal human many times. This power was never meant to be used to turn into other demons, but I did that specifically for you when we had our battle. Up until now, I've taken the form of all sorts of humans and lived in the human realm. There have even been times I've lived as a man. The most prominent life I lived was when I was still young, when I took the form of a young woman known as Daji. The form before you is not the same as the form I took when that was called Daji. I spent a lot of time making small adjustments here and there to this current one. In a way, that's the ability's one and only weakness. Weakness? Imitating the thoughts and feelings of someone leads to the fragmentation of your own self. That's why it requires more than double the concentration to maintain compared to the transformation abilities of normal demons. Otherwise, your sense of self can end up subsumed. Therefore, I return to this normal form whenever I eat. But I've been thinking lately. I might have overdone it a little with this form. The changes were made slowly over a long time, so it felt normal to me. But it's not something I've noticed myself. Yeah, you have a number of very prominent assets if you go by normal human proportions. In a word, she's got huge breasts. Alright, what's next? Her time stop ability. You used some kind of time stop attack earlier. Is that the same kind of ability that Makuro uses? Though if I remember correctly, Makuro got her ability from the twins. Huh! That kind of powerful technique isn't what you call sorcery. What I used was simply a kind of paralysis magic. Paralysis? But it didn't feel like I've been paralyzed. My paralysis magic deprives you of your senses for a moment, making it feel as though time has stopped, though in reality the flow of time has not changed. But the twins are quite extraordinary. Stopping time is a rather rare ability, as it would have to cover the entire world, including all extra-dimensional spaces. They're a demon that can freely move around a world's space-time at will. That's probably why they have that kind of amazing ability. To think the twins would have abilities beyond even you. I did have the impression they were quite different from other demons, though. No matter how powerful the demon, being able to stop time through magic is not possible. Not unless you're a demon that specializes in that kind of ability. Even for one who's lived as long as I have, I've only seen that kind of ability demonstrated on those adults-only video things. Adults-only videos? What about the adults-only games? Like this one. You haven't played any of those, Daji? You're missing out. What? You're sorely mistaken if you think that just because of my long life, I'm ignorant of the ways of this modern world. Since ancient times, the Kitsune race has used magic to form close bonds of humans by seducing them and turning them into loving companions. Interacting with the human world, whether directly in the human realm spending time there, or indirectly via the demon realm, is not something restricted to just me alone. Though perhaps as a result of all the great Kitsune, including me, being defeated, you don't see many of my kind scheming in the world anymore. But I don't want you to think that Kitsune bewitching humans is something that doesn't happen anymore. Even today, there are still those of us among you. I see. So she's watched adult videos? And really niche ones at that. I was going to bring that up, but it looks like she's talking about something really important to her. I'll just keep it to myself. It looks like she'll get angry if I say anything. Alright. Next is her trap. There's something that's been bugging me about what you did back at the station. Why did you bother getting the train ready for departure? I understand getting me to the harbor, but if you were planning on getting rid of me, wouldn't it have been better to ensure the train couldn't leave? Huh, I'm rare you didn't look down on me so. Doing that wouldn't have made things very fair on you. Naturally, I had no intention of letting you escape, but on the off chance you managed to get away, removing your only means of escape would have made your struggle pointless. It's very rare for my prey to escape me. So rare that it would be quite a shame for them to go off and die to some other factor. So, in other words, you don't want them to die a pathetic death unless it's by your own hands? That's kind of weirdly honorable. I thought you were a far more terrifying demon than that. Don't misunderstand. We Kitsune enjoy tricking and seducing humans, but we're no cowards. That's why I revealed myself when you tried to make that promise with me. Now that you mention it, the bullet I fired when you revealed yourself was aimed at your feet. It happened so fast, but I didn't actually intend it to hit you. I never planned on revealing myself to you. I was going to remain as Yuma until the very end and have met your demise in the vehicle control room. However, to think my own familiar was scheming against me. Yuma's quite the wily one, too. That reminds me, what was with that vehicle control room? All I really know is that it was some kind of trap. Huh. Very well, I'll tell you. There's no use in hiding it now, after all. To put it simply, there were certain familiars of mine in there. I rarely bring them out, but since you're quite unique, there's a good opportunity for them to shine. Within that room, your desires to be defeated would be projected. You have been squeezed by your own pathetic, self-destructive impulses. What do you mean, projecting my desire to be defeated? In your desperate struggles for survival, haven't you ever wondered what would be done to you if you lost? Maybe even with a hint of lustful expectation? That's what would have been projected. Whether direct or unconscious, those projections get form would have materialized and fulfilled your desires. After the projections had begun, no matter how many of them you eluded, another desire would be projected again and again, until eventually your will would have been broken. However, these familiars can only become active in the dark, and possess absolutely no combat ability. They're mighty tools that cannot operate outside of places like that room. What a shame. I was looking forward to seeing what kinds of things you would project. I'm sure you would have struggled until the very end before succumbing to the pleasure while crying your eyes out. What a terrifying ability. Alright, last but not least, the bonding. I wonder if perhaps I've spent too much time here. Your obedience has made this place so comfortable for me that I've lost track of the time. What's with those eyes? You look like you have something to say. When I first came here, I told you I had no intention of getting deeply involved with you. There's nothing to be gained from me getting any more involved with you than I am now. Not that I mind this place at all. Are you reluctant to see me go? Perhaps my body alone is insufficient for you, or maybe you wish to form a bond with me in order to strengthen your magic. That's fine. There's no need to answer. Let's just ask your body directly. Oh, that was delicious. Your energy has an exceptional flavor. Now then, I shall have to keep that promise I just made. As long as you don't forget that pure lust, I will remain in this room of yours. I look forward to seeing that look on your face again, Kazuya. Never talk to you. What's wrong? You still got that grim look on your face. You feeling a bit rough? No, I'm fine. Thanks, Yuma. Maybe I'm just saying this for my own peace of mind, but I'll always be on your side. Come talk to me if there's something on your mind. Don't push yourself. List. Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've all been waiting for. The ejaculation to hell show that only a human's dream can provide. The endless climax time of slumber has arrived. I'll be your host, the beautiful idol, the super lewd courtesan Kitsune who knows every human's weak points of pleasure. The one and only Daji-chan! Be lucky and pitiful victim who will be sacrificed this time is Everyone knows him. It's Kazuya-kun. Oh! Something wrong? What's the matter, Kazuya-kun? You look so bewildered. Do you not know who I am? That's right, I'm Daji. Like my gel form, even my personality changes. This is the 5th figure to appear before you. Oh, if you add Yuma, then I'm the 6th one, right? Well, it doesn't matter. Huh? What's that, Kazuya-kun? It's strange that there are 2 Dajis. How's that possible, even though it's a dream? It's true, even for a shape-shifting demon to alter their personality is to lose their individuality. It's the same as when someone has multiple personalities inside them. But that's exactly what I'm capable of in this form. Do you see this red thread, Kazuya-kun? These are my puppeteer strings. I use them to control the other Daji. That's the purpose of this space. In other words, the Daji that's explaining this to you right now and the Beast Daji that's holding you both exist as distinct individuals. Woo! Right now, let's get the show on the road. I'm sure you'd enjoy a little more Beast Fluffy Heaven until you're satisfied, but that's not the only main dish on offer this time. Take a good look at the true power Daji-chan's dream idol form. Whoa, this isn't what I expected. I never thought you'd be able to escape. Grr! I won't let you get away, Kazuya! Perhaps your attacks weren't as pleasurable as you thought. You were so full of confidence, but that haste of yours was comical. The Dajis chase after me, but it looks like I was able to lose them. All the Dajis gradually disappeared into the darkness. Kazuya has won the battle! What's wrong? Did you really think you could get away from us? There's no way I could allow you to walk off the stage without taking me on. The main part of the show is about to begin. You see, the threads tangled around you, Kazuya-kun. This time I'll be using them to control you directly instead of the other Dajis. It's time for the one-on-one reverse bad touch show between you and me. Please enjoy it until the end, okay? You really do have a strong will. And here I thought I could make you fall for me by attacking you this way. Well, that's fine. I'm taking a liking to you, and your energy doesn't taste half bad, either. I'm not going to let this be the final episode of the show, I'm afraid. I'll see you again, Kazuya-kun. Daji disappeared into the darkness.